Hi, uh, this is the fifth week of our video, the second last week before we probably stop making videos for this class. This week we discussed a few topics around leadership, which were servant leadership, authentic leadership, as well as diversity in the work at the work. I wanted to talk a little bit about servant leadership and authentic leadership and an example that I really admire from my workplace, which is my boss. He's the vice president of Atlas program. We are implementing Oracle applications across the globe. And the two qualities of servant leadership that I really admire about him is his authenticity and his uh, his attitude to empower his goal of having his team lead on his behalf rather than him being at the forefront. From an authenticity standpoint, there's one example that comes to my mind where uh, there were a couple of us who approached him about growth opportunities as well as defining and identifying what they can do to succeed on the program as well as what other opportunities are available. And he was very direct in his feedback in suggesting what are the roles based on what he knows about the organization and the individual he felt were appropriate for that person. He he is one who wouldn't shy away from uh, saying the right thing to his employees and ensuring that they understand why he's making those statements. In one instance, he even suggested an employee to look for a position outside of the organization, of his organization, because he felt that that organization needed him more than the current organization that that person was uh, working on. The second thing that I like about him is his approach towards empowering his employees. He is very big on clear roles and responsibilities for his organization, ensuring he provides appropriate air cover but lets his team lead while he takes a while he takes a back seat in most of the meeting. I mean, he shared a quote with us where he said, I don't want to be the smartest people in the room. I want to ensure that the smart people in the room are empowered enough so that they can do their job properly. And that is his goal. And he shared a TED video with us as well on where he got this idea and why he is so much into this philosophy. So I think he is a very good example of servant leadership. Our team has earned a lot of respect because of his skills overall in the entire IT organization, and we most of the managers and working for him do feel empowered under his leadership. So that was a good example that I wanted to share, and I know Professor Rico wanted uh, to share in the class if we knew or if we felt there were any servant leadership that I know of, and after thinking over it over the last week, I really felt that he was a good role model for servant leadership. Another thing that we discussed in the class this week was about diversity at the workplace, and diversity in our lives, and how and if women can become better leaders. From my perspective, I do not see any difference between the two. Between the man and the woman at the workplace. For me, it is about a person, and uh, as long as the person is willing to be a leader as long as the person wants to be a leader, I do not see any reason why it would be any different for me to be led or to lead either a man or a woman. At my organization, I think we provide equal opportunity to both sexes, and I have not seen at least they being discriminated against. Now, it is still possible that there is a glass ceiling somewhere there, but at least I have not come across that. So I'm really happy, and I hope I at least in my case I do not discriminate against men and women knowingly or unknowingly. So that's all I have for the video today. Look forward to the class next week. Thank you.